Hello and welcome to Sammy's A Plus YouTube channel. We're going to do an interesting question today. We're giving you an equation that says f of t equals at e to the power of bt squared has a maximum value of 1 when t is 2. Find the constant a and b. So this question, it's a bit long to answer. So that's why I divided the page into two sides, or divided the whiteboard to two sides. So to be able to do this, the first thing we have to do is do the derivative. And the derivative here, we have a product. The at is constant and t is the variable. So that's one term. And here, this e to the b t squared, that's a second term. So we have two terms. We're going to let y equals, let's say, m n. The product rule says y prime will be m prime n plus n prime m. And basically, I'm going to call this part right here m, and I'm going to call this part right here n. So since m is at, then m prime will be just a, because the derivative of at is just a. And the derivative of n prime, so this is n, we're going to do n prime. You know, the derivative of e to the anything, so e to the f of x would be e to the f of x, which is the f of x is the b t squared, times the f prime of, so this here. So basically what you're doing, you rewrite this, and then you take the derivative of the exponent right here. So the exponent will be, you bring that down the 2, so it's the constant b, and then you get t to the 1, or just t. Okay. So now let's apply the product rule to this equation. So if we're going to start doing f prime of x, we're going to get m prime, which is a, times n, and n is the e to the b t squared, plus n prime, which we found here to be, maybe I'm just going to write it as 2bt e to the b t squared, times m, which is the at. Yeah. So now looking at this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the greatest common factor from here. And so f prime of x would equal, a is the greatest common factor, and e to the bt squared, that's also a greatest common factor. And then we're going to get here just 1. And here we took out the a and the e to the t, so we're going to be left with 2b, and 2t is here, t times t is t squared. And that is the derivative simplified. Yeah. Now, let's go back there. They said this has a maximum value of 1 when t equals 2. So basically 2 there, the t value, is your critical point or critical value. So basically it means for max and min, you know, we're looking at the where the tangent is horizontal, and that's the derivative of 0. So if you have a max or a min, at that point the tangent is horizontal and the derivative is 0. So what you need to do is set up f prime to 0, because that's the slope, equals a e to the power of b, and then we said t is 2, so that's 2 squared times 2 squared, and we have 1 plus 2b and times 2 squared, which gives me 0 equals a e to the 4b, because 2 squared is 4. And here we're just going to get 1 plus 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So that's 8b. Now from this, we could find b, because we know to make the whole thing equal 0, we have to make this 0. So if we go 1 plus 8b equals 0 and solve for b, so 8b equals -1, b equals -1/8. All right, so now we found b. How are we gonna find a? And so since this equation has a maximum value of 1 when t is 2, then basically they're giving us a point on the graph. The point is when t is 2, the maximum is 1. So they gave me what t is and what f of t is. Now I could take this point, apply it to this equation right here, and also knowing what b is, then we have one unknown to solve for, which is a. So let's go and try it out. So we sub it in again, and f of t equals a t e, and the b we know it's -1/8, so I'm just gonna sub in -1/8 for b right here, and we have t squared. Now let's go sub in the x and the y, or the t and the f of t into the equation. So we have 1 equals a, t is 2, e to the -1/8, and t is 2 squared. 1 equals 2a, e to the -1/8 times 4, because 2 squared is 4. And 4 times -1/8, that's going to give us -1/2. So we have 1 equals 2a, e to the -1/2. Okay, and maybe I'm just going to go 1 equals 2a over e to the power of 1/2. And therefore now I'm just going to cross multiply the e right there, and that's over 1. I'm going to cross multiply the 2 right there. So we have e to the power of 1/2 over 2 equals a. And we could even rewrite this as a equals the square root of e to the over 2. And basically that's what that is. As I said, it's going to be a long question. Yes, it's long, but it's doable. You just have to go step by step, and then you'll get to that answer. I hope you like this video. And if you do, don't forget to hit that like button. Comment if you like, but most importantly, support us by subscribing to the channel. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.